Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful, blessed episode of Singlz Summit Inheriting God Life. It's another Friday and I'm so excited to be here, to be seeing you guys. I've missed you guys. How are you guys? How have you guys been? How's your day going? So we are live now. You know, it's that time you need to tell everyone IGlive is life. So tell everyone to come online. I'm so excited to be here, like I always say. And, before I go into anything, I just want to. My name is Mausi James for anyone just joining us. I was just going to talk about the last two episodes we had. Well, maybe not really much on. The last episode we had was a special edition of the Kaya Sisters meeting, and we spoke to women, to girls, to sisters, and we're so blessed. But the actual last episode we had was the one where we had Daddy on set, Daddy Pastor Emeka Iguchuko, and he came here to answer our questions. Who remembers that episode? I was so blessed. I was super blessed. And, it's always a great privilege to have Daddy. And, one of the things that Daddy said in that episode that blessed my heart so much was when he said that real beauty is beauty from within. I mean, guys, that statement alone, it stayed with me, it stuck with me because it just inspired me to understand, to pursue, to intensify my pursuit of God. Because I know that that's what makes me beautiful. That's where my true beauty comes from. And I know that you were also blessed. I am so certain. So today, I will, it's a new episode today. Some of you have seen, our topic for today that we're starting, but we are not just starting a new episode. We're also bringing you a new IGlive host. How beautiful does that sound? I'm so excited because, the family is getting bigger, and this person I'm talking about, she's fresh. When I say fresh, somebody's fresh. She's fresh from the bakery. you know how it is. So I have Moni here with me today. Hi, Moni.
Hi, Mausi.
Welcome to IGlive.
Thank you.
So good to have you.
Same here.
Please greet our online audience.
Hi guys, as Mausi has said, my name is Moni Lola and I'm excited to be here, even though I am maxing the nervousness inside of me right now.
It's totally fine.
But, I'm happy to be here and I hope that by the Spirit we'll be able to bring the vibe that you all need and, the message to you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Does she look like a newbie to you? She doesn't look like a newbie to me. Welcome,
Yeah.
Moni. And
Thank you so
Moni
much
Moni
once
Lola,
again.
what's his surname?
Ogunwusi.
Yes, I just want to know.
I'm sorry.
It's
Moni
good that we
Lola
all know.
Ogunwusi.
So Moni for short. So you
Yeah.
guys will be hearing a lot of Moni on this set. So welcome, Moni. And
Thank
of course,
you
as
once
we do on IGlive,
Yes,
we
please.
will not be doing this alone.
Yeah,
we have some church boys in the
Yes.
building today. Very, very important for the topic of discussion,
Yes,
So I'm going to be starting with introducing, first person I will introduce is Derek. Hi, Derek.
Hi, Mausi.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Derek, because if you say Derek. There's so many
Heard
pronunciations.
many variations of my
Tell me
name.
one of them.
Derek.
Derek. Interesting. So good to have
The
you.
Rock.
That sounds pretty cool. Welcome, Derek.
Thank you so
We're
much.
hoping to have a blessed conversation.
Yeah, thank you
I
so
can't
much.
wait to hear all the pointers
I can't
that you
wait
have.
to receive
So
your
greet
questions
everyone
too.
online.
Hi, everybody. Good to be here.
Good to have you.
And the second guest that we have here is FowoDee.
Hey.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
FowoDee. Please
Hi.
say hello to our viewers.
Hi, everyone. Good to be here.
Please, what's that baritone voice?
You have to-
They are not talking to a sister. Oh.
have to-
This
you
is
have
not midnight call.
Well, we're here to discuss that.
Okay, well, it's a good way to start. And I need to chip this in. FowoDee is one of our major contributors to the IGlive production, backstage.
Very
And
good.
this is the first time we're having FowoDee on
It's
set. So it's a
team,
big,
oh,
I'm
it's team
excited.
effort. Enjoy.
I'm excited.
I'm a small member
Yes,
of the
I
team.
said one of. Oh, did I say?
Yeah.
I said one of.
Yeah.
So welcome, FowoDee. Welcome,
Thank you.
Derek.
Thank you so much.
So before we go into the discussion proper, we have a short film. I can't wait. I'm always blessed by these short films. So I love every time we have short films on
Exactly.
for IGlive.
Yeah, they have a lot of information that
Yes.
can help youth or all of us to be able to have an idea of what this today's conversation is going to go.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
the whole
very
idea of the
important.
film.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
so
sit there and watch with us.
stay with us. We'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Dear Journal, it's been ages. I forgot what this feels like. I've missed you, to be honest. It is said that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. I used to think of it as just a proverb until I found it to be very true to the scriptures. That when you don't know the importance or use of something, you will abuse it. This I undisputably learned the hard way.
Guy, you know Rich, you know that I tell you say this thing, you go chop and come off for here.
About relax. Make them go find out who's first now.
6-0. Nothing if you do again. Okay now. Like I say, you never learn anything now. Why you talk like this?
Say, I just beat you today.
6-0 now. Not if you change again for this game.
Okay, pick your call now.
Baba, calm down. May I pipe you one more? You understand? Oh, Sister Constance. Yeah, I beg. Let me reduce the volume of this thing first. Make I relax. Make I just pick this call. Oh, Sister Constance. How are you?
Well,
What is it? You know you can talk to me.
I'm so stressed, Shegun. Work has been hectic lately.
Oh, so sorry to hear that. Is it your boss again?
Yes, so it's just so much pressure from him lately. He's literally breathing down my neck.
Hey, just take a deep breath, eh? I know you've got this. And I pray that you will find more strength, to continue and to get better at it too. Eh?
Amen.
The Lord is your strength.
Thank you. Sorry to vent to you like this. I just really needed some breathing space.
Nah, no problem. You know I'm always here now, eh? Hope you're better now, Sha.
Yes, I am. Thank you for being so easy to talk to.
Nah, it's okay. I will talk to you later, okay?
Alright, take care.
Alright now, bye. Guy, you don't quickly score one goal now. Where I just come off for call. Wait for me now. Okay, no problem. Some way you know talk. Waiting this up now. Tunde. Say because I they beat you now. Why you no talk?
Shege.
Waiting.
Brother Sheg. What's going on between you and circumstance?
What is going on in one sense? So I don't understand. I think they go understand. They are just friends now.
Just friends.
Nah.
Who were you on call with this morning? Between 12:48 a.m. and 2:48 a.m. Oh, you are mute, Abi. Number 2. No be the same girl where you follow do CV. We get job, come back house, come give us school and for 10
So we are just we are just good friends, and we just flow.
Shege, this your flow, don't they overflow? I hope say she knows say you do engage.
So they don't understand you.
They
Which one be this one again?
When they play, they go make I score goals where I won't score.
Get out, because I don't understand what this one is following me.
A chance to
Because
create
I did
something.
this, now why they talk like
Baba, make I score.
Marco Asensio. Tony Kroos.
Babe, how you doing?
I'm fine. What's
We
happening?
have a wedding to plan, oh.
Whose wedding?
Don't you know? Roshego's wedding now.
Whose wedding?
Didn't you see the pictures you took with Esther?
Which picture?
Stop, Joe. Aren't you guys friends? He would have told you now. Yeah, check your WhatsApp. Hello? Hello, Constance? Hello? Constance, are you there? Hello?
What is happening?
Maybe I was weak. Perhaps Shegun was not wise. All these happened because I allowed my emotions over the motions of the spirit that landed me in that commotion. Flesh carry me go where I no know. Maybe my brothers are not scum anyways. Namino just know how to relate one to another in purity.
Wow. I mean, guys.
Brother Shegun.
that was very constant.
Very constant.
I mean, she set herself up for it.
You think so?
Really?
So the challenge is, next thing everybody is saying church boys has come. It was just a breathing space
That was all. What do you mean by breathing space?
Okay, wait, hold it there. Before you continue, guys, I just want to, reiterate here that our topic of discussion today is liberties and boundaries. Defining or having wholesome relationships, friendships, wholesome friendships as believers. That's what we are talking about. Right, so breathing space, mister.
Yeah. Hello?
Please, can you define,
No, so, I mean, it's simple, yeah. The guy wasn't, at least according to what we watched, the guy wasn't a best friend or something. They were just friends. And all she did was call to rant about work. Why was she catching feelings? Because she went to call him about work. And
why didn't she catch feelings with any other regular
who sent
brother?
that
Exactly.
message?
No.
That means that guy was doing something specifically.
What was he doing? He was listening. So it's bad to listen now.
No.
But he's already engaged.
He's engaged.
Yes.
Yes.
So
And he
because-
didn't even tell her.
He didn't tell her.
So because he's engaged, you carry a placard around the house. I'm engaged though. Don't talk to me. Oh. I'm engaged though. Don't talk to me. Oh.
The brother, for me, I would think that the brother is not sensitive and not
To what?
matured to the lady's feelings.
Feelings and emotions.
There is no
Because
how.
There's
Now
no
let's
way
do this.
communication breeds. How do you get about feelings? Constant communication.
Exactly.
Oh, well, there are some feelings that are not aroused by constant communication.
Like
I mean, like love at first sight. It's not constant. But I just wanted
get what I'm
to.
saying.
Yes, I
Constant
understand.
communication,
Yeah.
Somebody you are always talking to every day.
But
ranting.
okay, for example, you constantly communicate with your boss. Why are you not catching feelings?
That's the point. That's what
Why
you
you
should.
somebody there's a
Why you
boundary.
not
Your
catching
boss doesn't talk to
He's your
you
boss.
till
In
2
that
a.m.
way.
Hey, have you worked in some places?
Oh my
No.
God.
What is your boss?
Oh, well.
You know he's your boss.
Definition. I am
What
working
definition?
with my boss. It's already there. It's a boss.
And that's why when
No,
when a boss
fine,
comes
yeah.
around
So
and is
my
toasting
issue
the girl,
is
she goes to
responsibility
report.
and accountability. You are a babe. You are calling somebody. My work. This one happened. That one happened. You now caught feelings. Whose fault?
Okay, hold it. Please, Derek, what do you want to say to what we're saying?
Yeah, what I have to say is the brother is at fault because he did not draw the boundary lines. It's
So whoever draws boundary lines now,
he's supposed to draw the boundary line.
Okay,
Why
when you
can't
say
he-
boundary line,
Okay.
what do you think, practically speaking, in that situation? What do you think he could have done?
Because he gave listening ears to her.
So he shouldn't
So
have
he-
given listening ears.
There's
I'm not
a-
supporting you guys.
you are supporting.
No, wait. I'm trying
Because
to
I'm
understand.
sat here. See, conversations like this get me sat. I'm sat.
Okay, so you feel like he should have defined it.
He should have defined it.
Boundaries, which means
Because
don't call beyond a certain
He
time.
should even know. She should even know who he is. He's engaged.
Yes.
And you should put that
Forward.
Let people know who you are.
Yeah.
And
Be
he's
transparent.
Be
Be
transparent.
transparent.
Yeah.
That
Even with the relation, with
Exactly.
the friendship, you have to be
Yes.
transparent.
Maybe the guy
it's
now.
not a necessity that you have to say, "Oh, I'm in a relationship."
Okay.
But your conversations make the ladies.
But if the babe is
whoever-
not catching the cues and call,
No, you are missing something here
Your husband will
somewhere.
enjoy you. The babe should not collect that one. Your this thing will do this one. Should not collect that one.
Wait, you are
You now posted it on WhatsApp so that everybody will see. I am engaged. What more do you want?
After-
If you guys not reply to
wait,
babe now, you people
after
will
he
say,
had gone
"Shut
ahead."
up,
After he had gone
Eric,
ahead.
After
babes."
wait, this is it. From what we saw that he did not say that he was engaged. He didn't
Yes.
tell her.
He didn't tell her.
And
And
if
that's
you-
what.
Does he-
If he had
Ah.
told her, she would have arranged
so
herself.
you said does it- yes.
Wait. Sure, you know that if he had even told that personally that I'm engaged, it's the same letter she's writing that she'll write.
No.
It's the
I
same status she's
disagree.
putting on her.
I disagree.
That's the same thing she'll write.
I
How?
disagree.
How?
Because
See, one is public, one is private. The breakfast will be served.
no, wait. I disagree. This is it. If
There's
I don't
something-
think that
okay.
if he had told her that I'm engaged, and you said does he have to say her? Yes, you should.
Me, I'm even
At
saying
some point,
Me, I'm-
in fact,
At some point,
in your
conversations would have led
you will
there.
say, "Oh, I need to go. My fiancé, I need to talk to her. My fiancé
Exactly.
this, my
Why?
fiancé
And
that."
she's going to get the message.
Yes,
The same
and this
way-
would not have happened.
The same way she was
The
running,
reason
that
she
was
was
doing
comfortable
motions and
calling.
my overflow is the same way. Whether it was private, whether it was public, the same breakfast that she collected would have been served.
Why?
Because she did not control her emotions.
What
And
does
it's
what
not-
does it mean?
And it's
to
not
control
your
your
emotions.
emotions.
So this is the thing. If she cannot define a relationship with the guy by herself, she's the one calling him. My work, my boss did this. She's the one calling him.
No.
Choose this should be for. I mean, the boy is just a good guy.
No, the guy
What-
too was calling.
Yes, the guy.
The guy was
Where did he
was
call?
picking the call.
Where was
He was playing game.
So now we shouldn't pick us now.
No, wait.
So we
Okay,
pick us.
all right, okay, guys.
No, sorry, I need to
Moni,
add.
please.
Okay,
When the movie movie started, the
Yes.
film started,
Yeah.
it was the guy who called the girl. She
Yeah.
was studying or something, and
Yeah.
then the guy called.
So to
And
check
then
up
the
now
girl-
is
oh,
bad.
no, that's not-
Did you
that's
see
not
her
bad.
reactions
No,
from
yes.
one position to another position? What will you be telling a girl that will be making her move
Boys get lyrics.
Another
Forget
person.
that. It's the same you people that will say church boys don't have lyrics, that they don't have vibe. They don't
Are
have
you-
church boys are giving you vibes now.
No, it's not. The vibe should not.
Church boys cannot
No,
well.
if you are engaged, you see, if you are a church,
You give
Your
vibes
lyrics
problem.
belong to
if you are a church boy and you are engaged, that vibe should not be going to somebody else.
Freely
another
as-
sister.
freely
That
as
kind
is.
of vibe.
Freely is
That
it-
kind of vibe
Oh,
should be going to your fiance.
So why
I'm
you
not-
why so
I'm
why
not-
you engaged?
So wait, I'm not disputing the fact that there are places where maybe he can, they are like, he speaks to his babe, like say sweet things to her. It might not be sweet. See, if a girl like you, even the basest of lines, like basic lines that you just say, how are you like this? She's already saying 2 kids. And whose fault is it?
2 kids.
Whose fault is it? She's
Pure,
saying,
Okay.
pure, all things are pure.
so me, I'm pure. You
Okay.
that you're not pure. Whose fault?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I just think that
You people have not convinced me. Oh.
We are
We're
going to
going to
have that
No,
conversation
we're
here.
trying to say that
Okay.
something happened between these two people.
Yeah.
It's not just one person was careless and the other person was also careless.
It was very mutual.
No, we're not putting blame on the guy. Basically,
Okay.
like Pastor Emeka said, that as ladies we need to be wise. So he said we should be wise as ladies. The lady also has her own weaknesses that she should, guard up and all of that. But we're saying that something happened and transpired. And with what I can tell from the film is that the guy started the whole friendship thing.
How can you tell that?
Hold on. He
And-
started with calling the girl.
Is it
And
word
it's
of
the
knowledge?
guy.
How can you tell? How? One corner, he started friendship. What if it was the babe that was chasing him about in church?
Okay.
But
Brother,
eventually the
let
guy
me get your
gave
number.
Okay.
Let me
Eventually
guess
the guy
one.
gave
Let me
it,
do
right?
that one.
Okay,
Oh, I can't do
everyone.
one for
Let's
the Lord,
let's
go see.
let's let's
Anyone
let's
will.
try to let's now define. Let's put these things within different perspective. I would like
context,
to ask questions now,
Okay.
so that you will say your mind as you're answering your question. I want to hear your mind. I want to hear everyone's perspective. So, have you ever, for where?
Hey.
Have you ever had feelings for a sister that was your friend?
Hey, I'm on national TV. Like
Say yes or no.
Confession time, confession time.
Yes,
Confession.
wait, yes or no.
Have I ever had feelings?
For a friend,
For a
a friend, a sister friend.
Now, babes, they crush
They,
on me.
they rush you. I don't understand.
Now them, they rush me.
Okay, have you ever had feelings for?
Feelings. There was one like that. It looked like something will happen, but eventually didn't happen. There's a whole story around it.
No, you're not answering my question.
I'm not ducking.
Have you?
Yes
Have you had feelings for a friend that is a girl?
Feelings for a friend. Well, in the context, yes.
Okay, and she was your friend.
Well, yes, she was my friend.
I know where you're going.
I don't know.
Okay, did that result into a relationship?
Yes.
Okay, maybe you are not the best person to answer this my question. Let me direct it to Derek.
Okay. I'm sat.
I need to know, have you ever had, feelings for a friend that is a girl?
Yes.
Did it result into a relationship?
No.
Okay, good. Now you can
I'm the-
answer
I'm
my
the one to
question.
answer.
Yes, you can answer. So,
Okay.
now, she was your friend?
Yeah, she was my friend.
Yes, and then you started developing feelings for her.
And like I said earlier, that came about, it's quite a while ago.
Okay.
That came about because of constant communication. This girl would literally buy almost like 5,000 naira airtime.
You said you did chop out.
The chopper.
For you or
For me.
Wow.
Because earlier in life, I got to know that the devil was after me.
Wow.
Because you're a fine boy.
Well, you said that. Well, so they said. In fact, even in my when I was doing NYC, a particular girl, because we joined a unit, I joined a unit, Bible study unit. So a particular girl sat beside me and we're introducing ourselves, and it got to her, she said her name, and I got to myself, said my name, and she was like, she just turned and said, "What did you say?" I said, "My name is Derek." Derek? I said, "Yes, my name is Derek. Do you know me from anywhere?" She said, "The Derek." That was when I knew that there's
Something.
problem.
Hey, the Derek.
I said, "Where do you know me from?"
I want to hear this
God
gist.
back me this time.
She said, "No wonder, no
Are
wonder."
you serious?
I said, "What happened?" She said there used to be, back then in school, there used to be some year one girls who were always happy to come to church because I was in transport units. So we usually go to pick up.
Wow.
Exactly.
I think it's a cue. Use fine boys for transport unit.
Use fine boy to catch people to church.
I was in transport unit, going from hostel to hostel, picking up.
Wow.
And she said there were
Spreading
some.
the love of God.
Not entirely, sir. So, like I said, that was when I knew that
It was a serious thing.
Satan is really after my life.
Wow.
So the Lord, began helping me to have some consecrations earlier, but that was not, what you talked about. The issue I had with that girl, we were always communicating.
Wow.
Morning, afternoon, evening. Sometimes I would have run out of gist. I would tell her that, my mom is calling you. Don't worry, let me not burn your airtime. She'll be like, are you the one that bought the airtime?
Jesus.
Are you the one that bought the airtime? I have the airtime now. It got to a point that I had, literally, I'm not even joking.
That's what we call sugar
Monday,
girl.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wow.
Monday's gist in the morning, I itemized it. Tuesday, I itemized it. Wednesday, I itemized. Thursday, Friday. Once Monday's gist has finished, that's the end. Because
Wow.
we talked so much that I knew.
Derek, you hot, so.
I knew details, about her, but and of course that was how the feelings, generated. But I thank God that she went into a private university, and is it God or Satan opened her eyes and saw, other guys that she
That were finer than you.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. From what you said now, you've told us now that there was a lot of you poured a lot into that communication.
Yes,
you dedicated so
communication.
much. You even had some jottings. It was like work, right? It was like real work.
It was real work. It was real work. It was real work.
So we could also say that one of the reasons why emotions go out of hand
is
between,
communication.
Yes.
When you cannot define communication,
The way you don't put boundaries around
communication. When somebody comes to me and say, "Oh, I have feelings for this person," the next thing, and maybe the person is plain innocent. I discovered that sometimes when you want to now check, okay, let's see how things have been. Maybe let's see your conversation with, and the person says, "No, don't check."
Exactly.
What are you hiding?
Yeah.
What are you hiding? I said, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Things
So
unsolved.
it's what I'm saying, that communication is a very integral part of. But yes, I have had.
So does it only have to do with whatever you talk about? Does it include specific things? Is it just the length of the communication, the constant,
Everything.
or does it include what you talk about too?
Everything.
Because you could just be saying, "How's your mom? How's your dad? How's work?"
But the movie we watched, what were they discussing about? They were not talking about anything,
This is
anything
where-
particular.
This is where I want to.
Okay.
If you're communicating with someone, how do you know that the person is catching feelings? Because let's say from my end now, I'm just being a good brother. I'm just checking up on you. How's your day? How is work? Maybe we even work around the same field.
Sorry, we won't send you.
Who sent you, good brother?
Go
Is that what it is to be a good brother?
I love this.
I was joking.
So we should be our everybody should
Be
stay
their
on their,
father. No.
everybody should be their father's
No.
day.
We need to have relationship. We need to have.
For example,
Yes, that's why we're trying to have this conversation.
just answering your question, your first question that you asked,
Yeah.
Eric. I remembered one lady that I was talking to, but it didn't lead to a relationship yet.
Okay.
It was just, I wasn't really catching feelings like that. It was basically, we're talking, we're in the same, we do the same thing concerning work. Yeah, she
Okay.
was into content marketing and all those things. Yeah. So we're just like, I was just following up on her. Okay, how far? She'll call me if she has stuff about work. And we're just talking like that. Then, interestingly, I was now like a HOD in school then, because there were a number of people, because of the places where I served, so there were a number of people I had to talk to. So I was just talking, just basic talk, how far have you done this, have you done that? Then suddenly, this babe just started calling me regularly. Me, naturally, I'm not even good with I'm not good with like picking calls and stuff, so I don't pick. Later she'll come like, I called you. I'm sorry, okay. We talk. Next thing, I just noticed that the babe just called me one day. The Lord told her that we are two parallel lines that can never meet.
Please, what does that
What
mean?
does she mean? What did she mean by that?
What is parallel lines that cannot meet? How did we even become a line? Like how? Where did we
What
draw
did she
the
mean
line
by that?
from?
What did she mean by that?
Apart is that she had prayed and the Lord told her that a relationship cannot happen between both of us because we are just going on the same, like maybe we are going in the same direction, but we will never meet. I say,
That's
wow.
very deep.
I say,
That's
this
very
life now, if now brother do this thing,
They go say.
You will shoot film.
But what would you say happened?
What happened?
Yes.
That my question is, you cannot say the divide where communication turns to feelings.
So that's where everyone needs to
boils
watch out
down
for themselves. I think that's what Fowo is trying to say.
Yeah.
So it now boils down to you.
Then don't call church boys scam. That's the
I
other
should
part.
not. No, church boys can still.
Because some people will
can
post in
still
status
be-
now. If flip the script. If I was one that went to a lady and I said we're two parallel lines that cannot meet, status piam, Twitter piam, church boys are this, church boys are that. They break people's heart. They do this, they do that because. But someone literally did it to me. But I didn't see it as anything. I was happier because I was like, okay, that way. And to be honest, our relationship blossomed even better afterwards. She's married with kids now.
Wow.
And we still talk to him now. I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing? She still reached out very recently. What's up? Oh, we need this, we need that. We're good like that. But flip that script. Maybe today I'm not in a relationship.
Do you know another?
Because
Do
you have pasted my history.
you know another thing I like from this story? That she's matured to an extent where she could pray.
You people should congratulate me. So maybe I'm matured. I'm matured to take it.
You know, she could pray. I think that's one thing that we didn't find in. I mean, from the,
She just assumed.
Yes,
She just
from
assumed
the
that.
from the early
It
stage.
was
Just
clear.
assume.
She was wearing pink pajamas. She was
Was moving from one spot to the other.
Wow. Okay. So I love the story. I even love the fact that I saw how Derek was hosting for as well, asking for a question. I think we should exchange seats. Okay, so we have another question. Yes. So let's just go further into the conversation. And along the line, we'll be able to bring everything together.
The second question here says, what is the longest you have spoken to the opposite sex at a stretch? What were you talking about? What was the interaction? Was the interaction healthy?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, let's.
Yes,
let's
because
hear
he gave
Derek.
an example of
Yeah.
I think he already.
I've already
Just 10 hours. They now bought 5K a time for it.
5K was 5K.
5K was
5K.
Calls of almost 2-3 hours, and she's not done.
Wow.
And she doesn't have anything to say.
Please, what do you guys talk about?
We talk about things, all manner,
Even you that you're married, gone. They shock you.
all manner of things, but nothing sexual. But all manner of conversation. That's why I said I knew her grandmom, I knew her granddad, I knew I knew all her names, how she grew up.
Wow.
The conversation was that deep.
Is it safe for guys to be asking? Yeah, why are you trying to?
What's unsafe about it?
No, because it gives the lady that impression
That's
that you are
it.
interested in her
So,
life.
but what
So the less details. Women are wired differently.
I think we have an infirmity that converts interesting conversations to, oh, this person is interested in me. When you have an interesting conversation with someone, the next thought you are thinking of is, maybe this person likes
And
me.
whose
It's
fault
just
is that?
an interesting
I think that
conversation.
thing is there, true.
It's
And
just
whose fault is
it's
that?
an infirmity.
Whose fault?
It's an infirmity.
It happens to the guys too. Is it not? Is it if it's
In fact,
calls you?
doesn't
the
happen to me,
guys
Shao.
more.
I'm with you, Derek.
The guys more. So I said I think we have an infirmity that just converts, and when you have an interesting conversation with someone, maybe
With the opposite
brother
sex.
with the opposite sex, what you are just thinking of is, maybe this is the one for me, just because you had an interesting conversation. So that's part of the boundary we are trying to define that. So I said that's an infirmity, but for the longest hours, of course, like I said, I've answered that, but I know that my conversations have entered 4 hours.
Wow.
Derek
Wow.
was unlimited.
Okay.
Unlimited.
Wow. And while you are doing that, you knew while you were
Now,
having
there
that
was-
conversation.
Yes.
You would know
There's
that
no
you
how.
are passing you're passing the wrong message to this person.
It was innocent.
No, it
But
can't
you
be.
Yes.
knew. No, but you knew that this
You knew
was
that
going to
was-
arouse.
It was innocent from the start until, like I said,
When you started
I've
going
not
for
I've not
hours.
heard from this person today.
It was at that point that he knew.
It's
And is that a bad thing?
What's not? Is that what is
Is
what
that
a
a
bad
bad
thing?
See
thing
what
that
hap-
you
see what
did
happened
not
to Sister
hear from
Constance,
a
yeah?
friend today.
Yes, let me.
But
That's
see
what I
what?
was saying
So why was
now.
Sister Constance posting Church Boys has come?
Yeah,
No.
they broke her heart. Now she
Forward,
went
let
to
me ask
activism.
forward this.
Okay.
So you said, is it wrong for you to feel that way that you've not spoken to a
To a
particular lady
Yes.
in a day?
Yes.
Why are
In a
you?
day, oh,
Yes,
where-
that's what
in
I'm
a
saying.
day.
Is it like every day? Was it every day?
It was every day.
It was every day.
Yes,
That's
now.
you felt like I've not spoken to this
Yes.
person.
Yes.
Every day. You were jobless then, Abi.
Well,
Cut that part. Cut that part.
There's that. Because really, if you're a 9 to 5er, you know good they get
forget 9 to 5ers too. They do is you will be on WhatsApp call like
You know
this.
there's
The
phone-
lady
there's
will be
phone
there,
stand now.
she'll be
You just
yes,
put the
she
phone
will even
stand.
buy phone stand, or she'll be on the call doing her own thing, and you are there. The WhatsApp call is
Let me
just
just
reading,
be
and everybody,
seeing-
and then you just come and are you still
Are
there?
you still there?
Are you still there? And then you're doing what you're doing.
Well-
So 9 to 5er is not part of everything. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You know, I think this thing boils down to when you wanted to say something.
Yes. So you were saying that is there anything wrong with you having that feeling? So I was saying that if it's towards a particular lady, then there's something wrong.
What if you are spreading the love around?
What love? What love,
How
sir?
do you
What
want-
love?
Why you spread?
Why are you spreading love,
So
that kind of
think
love
about
around?
it. So you guys are thinking extreme cases.
Okay.
Think like regular guy. You're again. It boils down to like people with people who are affable, like people who are charismatic. You tend to talk to many people at once, like, and you're like, I've not heard from you today. How are you doing? And the next person like that. You go like maybe 5 people. For you, it is not. You are not doing anything. You're just being a friend. The other party now, I cannot be wasting word of knowledge to be checking that. What's if I catch feelings? What's if I catch feelings? No, now, as in no, like. So look at it from that end, and see that sometimes people are not just taking responsibility. And to be honest, if everybody is doing as they ought to be, you know, go they write stories and they do episodes, say they break your heart.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone has a responsibility. Everyone has a role to play.
Yeah. We have to know.
Every woman, every sister has a role to play.
Okay.
Every
We have
man
to know
too.
at what point
Yes.
conversations or communications
So
becomes...
my question is, how do you know that point?
We have this.
Of course.
How do you know when a conversation has moved from a friendly conversation to
when you are always expecting
when you're
to hear
True.
from the person.
That's a point.
Just be sensitive.
True.
Is that how
No,
you
no,
expect
no,
to hear
no,
from
no.
everybody? All the
Yeah.
sisters.
Yeah.
You will just know there's
my
this
God.
one. See,
Just
I feel like
Make I look you again.
I feel like when you know there's this one person you're always looking forward to talking to.
Yes.
Or talking with this
Then
one
something
person.
has
You will
changed.
know,
Just something,
as a
yeah.
believer, sincerely, as
something
a
has
believer,
changed.
wait. As a believer, whether you're a brother, you're a sister, if there is that one person, you're not engaged. The Lord has not told you this is the person you want to marry.
Yes.
And you guys are friends. But you find out, like he was saying, that every time you're always looking forward to talking to this person. In fact, you keep checking your phone all the time to see whether that person has dropped a message. You should know that there's something there. It's at that point you begin to watch and measure. You begin to put
Yes,
boundaries. You begin
yes.
to guard your heart with all diligence.
Yeah.
So my next, if I'm going to push this further, is how do you now have wholesome friendships?
I'm
with
asking you
people?
the questions on this. You don't know. I'm the one
No,
asking
let's
the questions.
also-
because you guys are not considering like flip sides to these things. How do you have wholesome friendships?
How
with
do
people?
you have
Like,
some friends? Do you,
you
want to
have a
answer
friend.
that? Okay.
You have a friend now, and you guys are cool. You're just cool. Like you guys talk. I have friends that I talk to, like, hey, what's up? What's it? And we talk very well. We talk at length. We talk. If she asks me, I don't think I ever have time because there's 3 hours here, there's 2 hours here, there's 4 hours here, as the Lord leads. You know. But I'm saying, how do you? Because it's not everybody that you will marry eventually. And even the person you marry, at least you will talk to the person. So how do you
take for instance that he had a friend that asked him what's going on between you and this person.
And nothing was going on from his end.
For them to ask you what is going on between
That's
you
also another
Derek,
point.
and
if I
this
see you
person,
with anybody,
what is going on?
If I see you with anybody,
If you
if
see
I
me-
ask you, say what's going on between you.
No,
you can't ask me that.
Until you have seen something. Like
Why?
what that
Something.
friend saw.
You that are
friend
supposed
saw
to like two sisters every Sunday with.
No.
Of course,
no.
it's until you see maybe something consistent. You saw
Bro,
one.
I can
you saw
literally
one.
just see you with a babe, and I'm like,
No, you cannot do
people
that.
look good
Then it
together.
means
What's going on between both of you?
Do we want to bring Fowo back on this IGlive?
What's going on between both of you?
because
Oh my God! What
something-
have we come to learn so far? Right? What is the boundary? What should the boundary be?
What should the boundary be?
Yes. I want us to talk about boundaries.
Me, I know the pastor, so make
He mentioned some things. I don't just want us to throw it away. He said when people begin to ask you what's going on with you and this person, you know. That means people are seeing something.
I don't think that is pungent enough.
Wait,
Or
it's
that
not
is,
because
They're already seeing something.
There is also the aspect
because
where
I
people
can
make
literally
assumptions.
I had
Mausi,
people
I can
come.
literally walk up to you and be like, before you go my I'm seeing you with this person.
Word of knowledge. Is that the word of knowledge you're talking
No,
about?
it's not. I'm just saying, this is word from knowledge.
Go and write your
There's
answer.
word from knowledge.
Okay.
That is word from, I don't observe now. The way una they move. What is going on between both of you? But that's not, I can literally ask about that with anybody and it doesn't still answer the question.
No,
Neither does it put
I
a
beg to
stopgap
disagree.
in it.
I disagree. You can't ask what's going on between you and this person just out of the
you have not
blues.
seen
If you've not
something.
seen something.
What if I see you taking a picture? You guys were just taking a picture.
There's
I-
something.
That's
is wrong.
something now,
It's
that's-
you that you're
So
asking
we
the
can't take
question.
pictures now.
And there's something is wrong.
Oh, if I catch anybody or something.
That's why I
taking
said to the
pictures.
pure, all things are
Okay.
pure.
Okay,
Something
so
is in
can
your
we-
mind.
What I'm
sir.
saying is, to the pure, all things are pure. It's from one person's
Okay,
end.
okay, guys, we are going to ask this question. What should the boundary be? And I want you to answer. I
Ah,
don't want
me.
us to argue,
Hey.
you know, like I just want us to answer. Give your own, answers. I want Derek to also give his own answers.
What-
So we'll also chip in. What should the boundaries be
What
when
should the
dealing with the opposite sex
What should the
in
boundary?
friendship? Yes, what should be boundaries?
So I think the first thing is to, for example, let me use myself as an example. And this is not for anything, or I'm not trying to, I sort of speak to a number of ladies, like talk to sisters. I have a number of sisters around me. Friends, yes. And my purview or my view to my friendship with them is they are not your wife. They are not, God did not tell you anything about them. God did not put anything in your mind about them. So because of that, I am as pure in my relationship with them. Then I have a commandment also that first Timothy 4. So that Paul was talking to Timothy. He said that to do not something about don't speak rudely to an elder. To the men, treat as a father. To the older women as mothers. To the men, younger men as brothers. Then when he got to sisters, he said to the younger as sisters with all purity.
Yeah.
So the moment I get to that line, my definition with everybody is this thing I'm doing now, is it pure? Is it pure in my heart? So when if I'm using double entendres, like I'm saying stuff and it means like two things. I'm checking that this thing I'm saying, what is the flip side of it? What is the other side? Is it pure from my end? Now, I've not grown enough to be able to say that, okay, is it pure on the person's end? Because me, I used to do salvation at personal first. So at least, and the commandment is to me. It's not to the world. It's not. So because of that, I always check, okay, this conversation I'm having, is it pure? What's the purity level to it? And with that, and because of that, so because of the purity conversation, also because I know I'm not marrying this person, there's no, so because of that, I can air your message. That's the first thing. Babes, no, they like me, you air them.
I tell you.
Just as a guy, see guys, let me give you this one. Just air the babe for 2 weeks. She go vex. I remember one babe that was talking with me. I was like, she was just chatting with me Instagram. She would send me one. She would send one. She would send one. I was like, you will learn. You're going to learn. You're going to learn. I just aired that for 2 weeks.
Wow.
She saw me like, I don't like people airing me. I don't like. I said, to my 1 week. Still. I gave her 1 week again.
Okay.
By the time she came back, like, next thing, Egbami. That's what she was saying. Egbami. I said,
That's how it should be.
You've learned now.
Right. So for you, those are boundaries.
Yeah.
You begin to ask yourself if what you're doing is pure. You think that guy, Brashegun, in that film, actually asked himself that question?
I don't know his motives now.
No, I don't think he did. Because if he did, he would have curbed it from the onset. And
how?
It would have reduced communication.
So again, remember we are watching 1 minute.
You are going back to where I
we are
wanted to. Hold on.
We are feeling gaps. That's the thing.
Yes, that's what we are doing.
We are putting that, this guy, he must have done this, he must have done that. When you don't know whether it was the babe that was chasing him about,
Well,
and the guy was maybe out of 5 calls, the guy was like, This people has called me 5 times. Let me do one. Let me call one.
That's also another angle, right?
You people now say, the guy is bad. Church boys has come. You do WhatsApp.
Okay, so Fowo has told us what he thinks the boundaries should be. Also, feel free to air, right? As you say,
Guys, the air babe.
Yes, if you, I mean, I think that's
I had
pretty
one now
fine,
in my office.
right?
I can't hear your stories.
So I want you to answer that question. What do you think
Okay,
boundaries
just
should be?
buttressing what Fowo said, it's purity. For me, whatsoever I cannot defend, before my brethren, whatsoever I cannot defend.
What if you can defend it before your brethren?
Whatsoever.
Sorry.
Please go on.
You've talked already now. I said, whatsoever I cannot defend, before my brethren, whatsoever I cannot defend before pastors, I should not do it. For instance, like I said, I have plenty stories. I had an experience that was in school. It was after a particular handover of our fellowship. And at that time, I was that brother that you had to talk to when your pastor is not available. Do you understand? So the handover did not go as planned, and there was a particular sister that was really offended at the handover. And I saw myself as, I was going there to go and deliver this sister, out of all the offense that, she had. It was 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
On your way to honors.
It was 10 o'clock at night.
That's already a red light.
But I was going to do the Lord's work now. Not so.
At
Somebody
10
was
PM.
offended and somebody needed to be counseled.
Immediately.
But-
Sorry, if that waited till the next morning, would it have?
No, the counseling guys,
It
hot.
was hot.
Okay.
As-
Hot.
Okay, I
she
get
was
it.
texting.
As
and she
your
was
friends,
like,
they come.
Okay.
So, the next question that came from under the bunk where my brother was staying was, Derek, where are you going? And I was like,
And there was silence.
Wow.
Just the same way there was silence with him. He asked him, this call, why has this sister been calling you? And he could not say anything. He said, you are quiet, right? So when he asked me the question, where are you going? I noticed I could not talk about where I was going. So why couldn't I say where I was going if he was right? So it was clear that it was totally wrong. I wasn't supposed to. It was clear to me at that point that I wasn't supposed to be seeing a sister by this time. But I could not tell him this is where I'm going, because if I told him, there would have been
So feelings the next time.
man of God.
Man of God.
Man of God. That would have been what.
Yeah.
So I said, whatsoever, for me, it's purity, like he said. Whatsoever you cannot defend, before. Like I also mentioned some people that you want to see, okay, let's see the conversations you've been having, and they cannot. So it means I'll ask them, why have you been having such kind of conversations? If you are not proud to show people the kind of conversations you've been having with people, so why are you having such conversations? So for me, purity is a number one boundary. And like I said, you should be able to defend. You should be able to defend whatever it is that you are doing, even the gift you are buying. If you cannot tell people about the gift you are buying for someone.
That one is another angle.
That gives
It's
man.
another place. You are having fallen.
okay.
You want to
I don't
say?
get money, so I know they buy gifts.
Okay, guys. I think at this point we should go on break.
Okay.
We've discussed at length, so I think that we should just go on break, and when we return, we'll continue. Okay.
right, thank you.
So, guys, stay tuned. We are coming back.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you for sticking with us. We've been enjoying this conversation. As it's been a blessed eye-opening conversation. I've been hearing a lot of things I've never heard before. So I'm sure you've also, right, Moni?
Yeah,
I'm sure the online audience are also being, blessed, and you're learning a lot, even though we've not been able to. I mean, Fowo is giving us a tough time on this set. I don't think I want to bring Fowo back to this. He's making everywhere too hot.
Comment section, bring FD back.
Okay, so far, right, if I track back, so far we've seen how that brothers, we've been trying to, which Fowo has been defending, that brothers, brother Shegun was at fault a lot in not handling the things with wisdom, not putting boundaries, not.
No, that's what Derek has been saying.
That's what I've been coming.
Sorry, yes, I'm just saying that's what we've been talking about. And Fowo has been defending, the brothers to say, just not defend, just to also tell us what it feels like from the eye of a brother.
That everyone should be responsible for their feelings.
Exactly. Right. I want us to now pick it. Is it possible that a sister could lead a brother on? It don't happen to you before.
God, I'm there.
It don't happen to you before.
See, if you do a statistics, you see that sisters have done more to brothers than what brothers have done to sisters. And
do you have an example?
I think I can agree to that.
Sisters won't be paying.
I don't
because the guy has invested. For if it's a brother, it's just maybe the sisters investing their emotions. That's all. But brother, you'd have invested financially, spiritually.
Very true.
You would have done prayers with the
true.
person.
Very
you
true.
Have you seen
Money
cases
prayers.
where you are doing prayers? You guys will do prayers. You share rev with her. She'll tell you, I didn't understand what this person said, and you sit her down. Teach First Timothy, Second Timothy.
Wow.
As you are pastor now, you invest spiritually, you invest financially. And my birthday is coming up this thing, you too. Mumu. You be like, you do 5 senses. You give her one gift
for smell,
one gift for smell,
for sight,
for touch. Just look at that. You invest as in so much, so much that you would have done.
What do you think the girls do, or the sisters on their part do?
We really need to hear from.
To warrant this.
We
What
really
do you
need to
think
hear
they do
from-
that
So
sparks up things like that?
Most times, the guy is invested. Like he wants that
What
relationship.
does she do to make you invested?
See, make
She
babe just day like
just
this.
creates interest now.
Make babe just day. Guy go day interested. Make babe just day. Make she just day like this.
And give you
You know, men are
attention.
judged by what they see. So the moment you've seen something,
No,
you are locked
wait.
in.
So that one, by what you see, what
men-
do you?
Yeah,
Yes,
men are
I know,
moved by-
but I mean, as believers, you are not supposed to be. Is everybody you see that you're already
No,
ahead?
definitely. As believers, you shouldn't, but it doesn't negate the fact that it's a reality.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't negate it. See, do consensus, boys. The reason why maybe at the end, why you want to make the choice, maybe you want to make a choice for marriage and you eventually know that you can't make that choice because of what you see. But if you just put it on a plain level, now you've heightened it because the person is a believer and he has to follow his spirit and all of that. So, but if you put it on a plain level, now waiting this.
It's like girls enjoy that.
Then
Girls enjoy attention.
Yeah.
I got five guys on me.
Women love attention.
Ah, Jesus.
That's
Oh my
also an
God.
infirmity.
I think that's very true.
It's an
Sincerely
infirmity
speaking,
of
right?
women.
Moni, do you want to add to that?
Yes. So when you were asked, what do a lady, or what do we do as a lady to make a guy interested? So, when he was saying, make girl just day, guy just day interested. So I actually agree that, a guy can just see something and then he likes the girl. It might not be something, it's not like ladies that just says, he's tall, he's cute. He's got 5 and 6 packs now. He's spiritual, he's all
6
of that.
packs, not the one.
Ladies have to go
6
extra
packs.
mile to say what they like. For example, myself, I don't just develop anything for anybody. It takes a lot of time. We have to communicate. It has to be something I have to be intentional. It doesn't just come out of the blues and okay, I don't know what I'm doing, right? In fact, if it happens like that, I can boldly tell you that I am not sure of my feelings. I can't defend it. But I'm saying that for a guy, I can just see a lady, see something about her, maybe her look, or how she speaks, or how she dresses, a sense, or she's intelligent. Guy can just like just one thing. I want.
Sorry, let me just add to what she said. I remembered one story when I was in school. There was a girl I had a crush on, and it was very, in fact, till today when I think about it, it's very stupid. So the babe was in church, and she just came out to give testimony, and I just loved her voice, and she wore this pearl necklace, and I just had a crush on her. Like it was
What
crazy.
what
So
en-
you
what
see
ensued?
that-
What?
You see,
And it wasn't. I'd never spoken to her, and because of that, I wanted to speak to her. Like I wanted to segue my life with hers. Like I just wanted to be in her circle, just because she wore this pearl necklace, and I
Wow.
really love pearl necklaces.
Wow.
And it was just very banal, like very like very simple stuff. So that just to
To
think-
buttress
yeah,
that,
yeah.
yes.
Thank you very, very much for that. So that's actually what, it's possible for guys to just like a lady. Now it is the responsibility of a lady to be able to know that, okay, this might not work. Now we're talking about Christian brothers and sisters, right? And are we revolving this thing around Christian sisters that are leading brothers on?
That's what we are
Is
trying
that
to
what
talk
That's what we're
about
trying to
now.
just
tackle.
generally our sister do that?
Oh yes, everything we talk about here is
About-
related to believers.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
generally, yeah.
Okay. So
Why do sisters like to keep their options open?
Yes, nah. No, my
Because that
Pep
is
Guardiola
So we are
things.
saying that sisters are also
Squad
capable.
depth.
Sisters are also capable of leading brothers on. So it's also possible from another angle to see that sister, though she was hurt and she was journaling, right? It's possible that she led that brother on. That's what you were trying to fight, Joe.
Honestly,
Everything.
honestly,
Tell us.
I'm even saying it. I can even push it further to say that if you go by statistics, more sisters do that too, more than brothers do it. I'm serious.
Yeah.
where did you pick these
Well,
statistics from?
Well, I don't know,
it's
but
very-
actually,
you
I've
just
heard
dey-
of some.
where you
I
gon
could-
figure
I
it?
could
Say,
agree.
you know, Sabi waiting the sup.
I
I want to sabi wetin dey
I
sup.
could
Like,
agree
no prove am now.
because I've heard of
It's
some.
very simple.
Yeah.
If you amongst all your brothers, has this happened to them or not?
I can't really.
You are
be
giving
to-
political answer. Pastor,
Well, I know. Yes,
think
yes,
the
yes.
pastor-
I can testify to
Okay,
that.
but
yes.
one testifier here.
Yes.
For what I know,
We
I
have
know
another
sisters do a
testifier
lot.
there. Yes.
That sisters do that. Lead
See-
brothers on.
See, two testifiers.
That's
I really
See,
need
let me
to. I
even
really
talk.
need to
See,
dig
let's
deep
be
into this.
specific. Look at that situation, for example, where you know as a woman or as a sister that a brother has a fiancé. Let's be sincere. There's somehow Sister Constance would have heard. There's no how.
So there's something. It means there's something in the
Yes,
woman
she
that
would
likes
have.
to.
She would have suspected. She would have. Look at the person that called her and say, "I should be you people are friends." If that person knows somewhere, maybe she would have heard that this person in a relationship. But because she's seeing that the brother is giving her attention, somewhere she's hoping that
She's
he would
hoping.
drop his babe for her
She's
or
thinking,
something like that.
XG.
But the truth is, what you know what I want to say? We girls know what we are doing. That's the truth. We sisters, we know what we are doing. Nobody is putting any mouth in your. We know what we are doing. When something's already going like this, you know what that thing is. And the funny thing is we enjoy it. Like, Derek was saying,
exactly.
women love attention. So you want to keep that going. And some of us even forget that we are believers, a lot of time. And then we now get to the point where we cannot even show our sisters the message or the text or whatever that we are sharing with a brother. When you begin to get to all that point,
Or gifts that you receive.
do you get the
Yeah.
gifts that
Gifts
you
you
receive and all
receive,
of that? You can
yeah.
some
Your
sisters
birthday, 6
even-
cakes go enter your house.
Only
Who you
you.
be? The customer care. This thing.
Because customer care, no, they collect
6 cakes. Only you.
You
just
know-
like, and they are just my friends.
just my friend.
Frank you there.
I say that we know, sisters know, brothers also know. But I feel like women.
Can I
usually-
interject
Yeah,
there?
we love
Yes,
So
please.
it's possible that a lady. I'm not trying to say that it's not possible for ladies to enjoy the attention guys give them. It's okay, but that's sincere ladies too. Maybe I'm talking from the aspect where someone had to accuse me for what I wasn't even aware of. All right, I was a Bible study sec at a time in my university days, and it is a rule that you don't get into relationship, right? And if there's anything lurking behind you or around you, tell it to a pastor. We usually have a pastor then in school. So
Somebody accused
so
you.
no, yeah. So that because you are always in the faces of people. People will just have interest in you, right? And all of that. You have another thing you're battling in department. All of that. It is not necessarily that you have to be beautiful. When you are in your prime, anybody can just like you. Please, let's have it in the mind. It's fine. It's not really about that, right? So you have all of that. Then in church too, you're having all of these. I, for one, I have been, been cautioned by the Holy Spirit, really. And again, because of the way I was brought up, I was really, really tight, and So I knew all of these rules. So I think even when you keep it like that, everybody wants to just break it and have a record like, is it money? Like that. Me too, I want to
So
tell
you
you
were
that
hard girl,
I'm very
Abi?
disciplined. No,
You
I'm
were
not
hard
saying
girl.
no,
No,
I'm not talking about
like hard
Boys
boys.
will not will break you. That girl. Now me go break her.
Now me go break her. Anyway, so that's just a comic relief. I'm trying to say that it's possible that when we as Christians, we should be guided by the Holy Spirit. I can tell, right, that a guy is liking me. I know a lot of guys that I can point to that were liking me. But I have to define it. Like when I know that, I can even tell a guy, they're not talking about, they never approached me. But I know he's talking about me.
Wow.
Yes. I know he's we are on hair, so I can't say anything.
I'm
I'm
sad.
saying a lady saying feigning ignorance is either, if it's true, you're not matured. You're not matured, and then you're not thinking about the feelings of others. See, as a Christian, you're meant to be aware of yourself and aware that the devil can, penetrate through you to the other person. A pastor used to tell me, my pastor used to say that, you are not just a Christian to just be watchful about yourself, what goes in and all of that. You should be able to stop the devil, entering into your maybe sister or brother. You now give an example. I am in a house where brethren are, and then I've been able to master how to live peacefully with brethren or loving them and all of that. But sometimes offense can chip in and all of that, and then you want to. So you now trying to guard your heart that I just want to tell you. There's a manner where you can communicate certain things that can also that can even now offend the person hearing you. Now you're not just mindful about relating what you want to say to the person, but you are also mindful of how the person is getting it. So a brother, that brother in that place, that's brother what? Brother Shegun.
It's always
Shegun.
He's sensitive. Not maybe truly he wasn't feeling anything. He wasn't really wrong. He was innocent, but he was not sensitive as well spiritually, because you should be able to laugh. To tell that this lady, I'm leading her on, and as a Christian, as a brother, I should be.
Sisters, brothers.
Yes, I'm still going to that. I'm trying to say about me now.
Okay.
When the brother, I said, so there's this particular brother. He was like a senior. I hope because he doesn't watch this. He was like a senior who, ouch. So he was a senior who. Because if I give this other detail in my mind, I'll be casting the person. So, he was a senior that, and then, I noticed he was just all over around and all of that,
Did you know he was?
Funny enough.
I want to know if you knew anything, if you knew he was the one or anything, such that you would have told him straight that you are not
interested.
interested.
My senior, I couldn't tell him.
Okay.
Senior,
I was a person, no, really.
Forget.
Wait, hold on. I was a person, really. If I could tell you, like, I'm sorry, what's the meaning of this? I I would tell you or her, I define it, I stop it, quickly, so that nobody's hurt, so that the relationship can be kept. Because most times we are not able to keep a relationship.
We lose
God
friendships.
wants us to. Exactly.
We
As
lose
friendships,
friendships.
you just lose it just by being silly, right? So just stop it quickly, and then you continue your friendship, all right? So most times, but this person too, I didn't know, he was just there. At first, I thought, he was not just a senior, he was spiritually high there, and then
Because
this thing I am talking about is quite been a while, but I can't really tell how my feelings were then. But I cannot really exempt myself saying that maybe I was just pure all through, because I will say it, nobody's actually pure when you are somebody is being affected. You are just insensitive. I'm sorry to say. That's me. That's what I'm going to say.
I don't agree.
Can I
like to
continue
hear.
so that you can understand what I'm saying? So
We'll come back, but finish.
Okay, so he was all there. Then I was, when I tell my roommates, like, every time he comes around, You know, so it's just a this now. You're lucky. You and this. And then every time I'm talking about that, I'm not. You say you what tight Jew? Okay, you just come on, losing up. Come on, how you do? Are you not gonna get married? You don't necessarily have to start a relationship. You know, that kind of person was not really helping in matters.
Are they believers?
Because they are believers. We're all believers.
Well, that means that we also need to watch out for the people we listen to and talk.
We call it
talk
foolish talking.
Yes,
sometimes.
I'm not saying my roommate.
I'm just
married now.
I'm just saying the fact is just that, you know, we've even, you know, said some of these things in previous IGlive episodes, right? How that you should be careful who you talk to. The Kaya sisters edition we had to we talked about. I just wanted to
correct.
you know,
Two good heads.
I just wanted to bring that up because, you know, believers, if you're looking for counsel, talk to the right people. You know. Yeah. So we are with you. I think I just want to know, really, in this story, I want to know what was it this brother did, and then at the end of the day, what was your response?
Okay, so over time, he started, you know, giving in so much gift.
And you were collecting it.
And you were collecting the gifts.
I really don't want to
Move closer to the mic. Move closer to the mic.
Were you collecting the gift?
Move closer to the
I was a
mic.
student.
Oh my
I
God.
knew what I needed.
Move closer.
This is what we are saying. This is what we are saying.
You said I knew what I knew what I needed. You too, you don't know what you needed, Abby.
Okay, so now.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you know, no, not every
So
time.
in this case, we are not pure too.
That's why I said I wasn't ignorant. I could tell even before he started bringing all those gifts and all of that. You know, when the conversation begins to get to also what do you eat today? Do you have enough food stuff in the house? I was comfortable while I was in school.
God.
All of this. I tell him over
Check out now.
Wait. Now you're going to judge here. I told him over and over again. Like if we should stand before Christ, Jesus right now, I would be bold to say that I told him. I didn't lead him on because I kept saying we have.
So are you saying that brothers have a strong head?
Coconut head. Yes, it does.
Maybe the guy, Derek, you know those things where the guy go do this sad girl, I go break up. But now the guy had to break up.
Okay, well, you know, we are not. This is not a judging.
We are
sharing experiences.
Yes, please.
Did he say he had a leading from God to you?
Did he make his
or he
intentions
just wanted
known?
to be close to you?
Did he make his intentions?
Did he make his intentions known?
Really? See, that's cliche of saying he has to say it before I know what I don't think it makes sense. Some people doesn't want to say it because already he was also.
No, I disagree.
If they don't talk,
they say.
You go, they collect the gifts.
Why? Yeah, no.
I see. I do like that.
How about myself? I'm watching out also for myself. If I keep receiving, just saying that he probably doesn't have anything in mind, something might be going on, and I might not know.
You cannot take
okay, so guys, right? So that we just stay. Let's bring it back home, right? So what we are trying to say here is that a woman can be sincere in her relationship with a brother, but if you are sincere, the fact that you are sincere doesn't mean you are wise. That's what I've just gotten from every.
Okay, so I'll ask you a question.
Yes.
So in this case, how can you say, not because of me now? How can you say I wasn't wise in this?
I really, like I said, we're not here to.
Because some
don't mind for well.
I'm ready to hammer down. I know. If you give me
I'm just saying that. Okay, for example. I wouldn't know because I don't have the whole grasp of the entire but it's not painted. So we're not really trying to. I'm borrowing from everything you said, the lessons I've learned, that a woman, I'm even now speaking, in relation to some of the things I know, the ones I've experienced. You asked me, I said, I've heard some. You can be sincere, but you're not wise. If you see that sincerely, I'm relating with this brother, like with all sincerity. He's asking me about my day, and I'm just telling him but he gets to a point, this is going out of hand. And then he starts doing something, yet you're still accepting those things. You see that call by 12. You pick that call by 12.
You still picked it.
Why pick?
You are sincere, but you are not wise.
Feelings
Is what I yes.
Be wise in this.
It said gifts make a way
it's
for.
It's not about feelings get time.
The gift of a man
makes a way. Makes room for him.
Making the lady pick
Yes.
the calls.
The gifts.
No, not the gifts.
To be honest.
Both gifts, both calls.
You'll be surprised that some brothers don't even give you gifts. Some are stingy. They will not give gifts, but this is something is dying. It's not by that,
It's relative.
It's not by that.
My time is.
Do you know what this economy
My time
saying?
is a gift.
Do you know what this economy?
By giving you
My
attention.
care, my attention.
Even you have a fiance, right?
Yes.
How many times have you bought her
I bought
gifts?
gifts though. I bought gifts.
Every
I bet it
time.
was not
But you
it was
can say
not
that it's
really
not easy. To actually
course.
sacrifice.
Of
You will not be
course.
sacrificed doing that for 5 attention.
Boys,
seekers.
see, forget to. Okay, maybe not church boys, but boys they cast their bread on many waters.
Please, not church boys. Church boys should not cast their bread on many waters, right? So we're just trying to say that, a woman can also relate, with a man, and she's sincere in the relationship, but she's not wise.
Then-
you begin to know when you get to that point. You know actually that this is already going on. Or he has a fiancé and you say you are his best friend.
Bestie.
Like, why? He's my best friend, but he has even you judgment, conscience gone. So we even be
I also
doing
think-
freaking you.
Sometimes.
So let's dwell
wait,
on this
oh.
best friend,
This
best friend
Is
conversation.
it wrong to have an opposite sex?
I should be asking you this question. Don't ask me now. Let me ask you for where.
What's best friend? What's best friend in this
I'm married,
context?
so let me ask.
Is it like Shegun and what's best friend in this context?
Like someone that, say for example,
Is it wrong to have
a bestie? that
for
is-
where?
I even want to
Is
know
it-
why that is a
Why
conversation.
can't you have a sister as a best friend?
Why do even people have that as a question?
So wait, when you're in primary school, you're writing the name of my best friend is. We're writing girl. It was not wrong then. You mature now. It's wrong. Why?
But I want to, like I was saying, I want
Why?
to know why that is even a
When
question.
everybody's asking why, who is going to answer? I'm asking the two of them.
Derek, why? Because me.
For where?
Why should you? Why
Wait,
should you
what's
have-
the question you're asking first?
Why should you not have a female as a best friend?
Why should you not have?
It gives room for the flesh now.
It gives room for flesh.
Yes.
Man now give room for flesh.
It's
You
not
people are
wise.
betting
It's
together.
not safe.
It's not
They are
safe.
doing better.
That's the truth.
Is that not
As
flesh?
believers,
Is that not
safe.
flesh?
It's not
as
a safe-
believers, it's not safe,
Yeah,
right?
there's what is.
Why is it not
There's what
safe?
is.
Why?
Let him answer.
He says it's
Oh,
all. We should deal with our younger sisters in all purity.
Yeah.
So purity. One
So
of
wait,
the,
if you read that
Wait.
scripture, wait, sorry,
Wait, no, let me
So wait,
hear.
nah.
Let me hear what he says.
Oh, yeah.
Let me hear what you are saying.
If you read that scripture, it gave 4 classes of people. It gave it not remove one. So that means you need to also relate with that person.
Of course, but it should
But
be
as
enough.
sisters-
But I'm
Of
saying
course,
as
how do you
sisters.
relate?
Sister.
Sisters,
Okay,
Sisters
best,
can
so
be
that's what I was
best
asking.
friends.
That's what I was
Ask
asking.
this question.
Best friend in what context? What are the things that
Like
go
your
on in
closest
best friends?
friend.
Are there 3 definitions of best friends?
No, best friend is best friend. Like your
Yes.
closest
Sister.
friend.
It's
Your closest friend should not be a guy. As
Why?
you are a
As a-
sister.
Why?
As a brother, your closest friend should not
Because
be,
of-
unless you are married and then that's your husband or your wife becomes your best friend. Why? Because Derek said it's not safe.
It's not a safe
Why is it
ground.
It's
How-
not a
how-
safe
safe
space.
ground.
So is having a
Because-
guy as your best friend safe?
Yes.
Having a guy
How?
as a brother. or
Yeah,
as
a
sister.
brother
Are you
like
trying to-
me
a
now.
brother?
Let's say me,
Yes.
for example. I have a brother as my best friend. It's safe, Abby.
Is-
Why?
yeah.
To an extent, yes, it's safe.
Why is
To
it
an
safe?
extent.
We can't
When we are
perpetuate
talking
flesh.
about we are talking about
can't-
the
we can't
boundaries.
do flesh.
Wait, we are talking about the boundaries of
We know the necessary
We are-
evil we're talking about.
yes.
There's a
between
It's not a
man
case of
and a
it's
woman.
not a case of devil and deep Lucy.
No, we are talking about between a man and a woman now.
Yes,
right?
that's what I'm saying now.
So we are talking about the boundaries between a man
A
and
lot
a woman.
goes on between.
Why if a man and a
What
woman
is
are close and they call
going
themselves
on?
Men
best
and
friends?
women.
Yes, sorrow. What's going on?
calling to tell about your day. This is how my day went. This is what my boss did at
It
the
can lead
office.
to things like
It
this.
can lead to
Moving
Shegun.
It can lead to
Constance.
it can lead to
Yes.
epistles.
Yes.
Our boys
Yes.
are called.
Of course.
And so then it's now a function of you did not. It's not the platform of the best friend that is wrong. It's the heart between which.
So
two
we're
of them are
saying
related.
it's safer to not.
Exactly.
We're not saying
Yes.
you cannot.
Yes.
We're saying it's safer to not
Me, I don't
have.
agree.
Oh, yes.
necessarily, child.
So your
Because
best
we are
friend.
not-
agree-
Wait,
you agree with what I just said
let me
now?
ask you. Your best friend is a.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
No. You need to answer.
I-
Your best friend is a sister.
I can neither comment nor decline.
We need to check this
The
brother
thing is,
after this
I think
IGlive
for us
session.
to say that it's safe is because we've already mentioned that certain things actually causes a
Yes.
relationship to go out of boundary
The
or control.
boundary lines to be
due
blurred.
due to communication, constant communication, between them. The communication generally, even the same communication we're talking about. Communication still can also break a relationship,
Yeah.
right? Because it's possible that if just because this guy talks too much can break me, and I'm not interested anymore, right? So I'm saying that communication has its vices, right? That can either build something, or
Yes.
create something,
Yeah.
or maybe mouse something.
But
So we
communication
need to have
itself-
wisdom of
communication
communication.
itself is not the wrong thing.
It's
No,
the
at
use.
all.
The use of
Layer that
communication.
with best friend too.
Yes, because normally best friend comes with a mindset.
Mm.
Mindset that if I am your best friend, let's assume I'm your best friend as a lady, you know, I'll always enjoy your company. I always want to talk to you about, you know, how my day is going, what I learned. We just want to communicate, right? We just want to say certain things and we're free. You know, when a lady and lady is talking, there's no really restrictions about how they use their words because we know we are ladies, right? You know, all of that freedom is there.
But you can have a best friend and there are boundaries. Like, you guys is my best friend, or she's my best friend. Like, I have a lady that is my best friend.
But
friend.
we know that I really have an issue with that word, best friend.
Nothing is something.
Hardly.
She knows.
I
It's
have
not
an
bad.
issue with that
It's
word.
not
knows my
bad.
fiancé.
See, we're not
I know her
saying
fiancé.
let's because
I
we
have
have
an
to
issue
round
with
off
that.
now, guys. We
Yeah.
just have to round.
Time
I feel
out.
like I'm not even
We're not done, no. Just started.
but I would say this. We are not saying that girls and boys should not be friends. Or should not. We are saying it's not safe
It's not
as a
safe.
believer.
To be best friends.
A sister
Yes.
to be best friends
We're
with a
not
brother.
saying they cannot be
and
friends.
a brother is to be best friends
Because
with
there's
a
a lot
sister.
that goes on in that
goes on
Yeah.
space
because
that
see,
you may
for
not.
someone to be your best friend, person has to be so close to you.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't understand. And, like very close to you to the extent that
They know everything about you. And
They
the devil can
You
use
hear,
those
these are
things.
things that even scatter marriages out there. You hear
Exactly.
people say that maybe they are married,
God
but
will
they
bless
say
you for
they
that,
have
uncle.
best friends that
God
they
will
are.
bless you.
You
And
get-
for
not
example,
gotten to
wait,
marriage.
I will bring it in now.
not gotten
I'm
to
married, for
marriage.
example, to
Hey,
my
God.
beloved,
Mausi.
lovely husband.
Mausi.
Blowing kisses to my husband.
Why is James not
Right.
here?
Wait, don't worry. Right. And it would be a taboo.
ridiculous.
Very ridiculous to say I have a best friend that is not my husband.
Ridiculous.
Now, would you want your wife to be?
If it's
you're
gonna be
married, to say
ridiculous-
she has a best friend that is a guy?
As married
The Lord
people.
thy God is a jealous God.
No, it's okay. Because if she keeps that up, it will be difficult for her to sustain
Yes.
a marriage.
Exactly.
If
We are
it's
going
something
to
you
be
cannot
placed
do
where-
in marriage,
Yeah.
don't do it while you are
People are
single.
actually
in a way
convincing
that
me now.
we've been
saying-
we've been
I'm
wired
saying
in a
the
way
light,
that we
small,
can
small.
always channel all our energy, all our
Yeah,
to one person.
yes.
So imagine she's married and she has
Thank you so much
another
for
best
that.
friend. She will.
But that's on
the-
platform.
the
Divided
husband-
divided
you're going to
attention.
be divided.
Yes.
So you're not going to be giving them.
No, nah.
Yeah.
Divided about
So-
you just do FIFA rankings. Now. Number one in your life. This thing. Number two.
Fowe
like
is
that.
Fowe. In fact, no, I changed my mind. I want Fowe back on the set.
Bring me
Are you
back.
sure?
It's been a very beautiful conversation. But I think I want to close with this comment. I have a lot of friends.
Okay.
Mouse to know people.
I have a lot of friends very close to me, guys and girls. You know how I relate with the guys? Immediately I see that the Lord is bringing someone around me. I don't just befriend anyone. We should have principles as
Yes,
believers.
I
We don't just open our doors, you know. And when I see that the Lord is bringing some people around me and I see this person is a guy, first thing my mind switches and I see that person as my brother. I
You
mean,
are married
brother
now.
that, no, even before I got married.
Okay.
Brother that's the same, his mom is my mom. His dad is my dad. I go to that
Exactly.
extent to even try to relate with you. You can ask my friends that are.
But
you
what
know,
if
I go to
you
that
guys
extent.
don't want your mom to be his mom? Like, you want them to be
I'm
in-laws.
just saying it's a wisdom. Some people might be confused. How do I deal with it? I know of a particular situation, a sister that has a lot of friends and brothers, and she doesn't know how to deal with the relationship, to hold it. That's one way, to look at it. Because actually, all those brothers around in church and all of that, they are your brothers. Like you see them as siblings. The way you cannot think certain thoughts towards your blood brother and sister, it will be ridiculous. That's the same way. You put them in that space. In our heart, we can actually do a cycle and put people within certain stratas. You know that
Exactly.
it's safe. It's just a wisdom.
You brother zone
know
the person.
exactly. Brother zone every brother.
Yes.
And
Of course.
sister zone every
Yes.
sister.
How you go come marry?
The Lord, don't worry. The Lord will work
You,
it.
one person will break out of the box.
Lord will work
You're
it.
not the one doing
The
it.
Lord,
now.
either finds a wife.
You know that should
If
be
you are asking
the
this
far
question, please
has
watch
left the.
Forward.
Say either finds a wife.
Forward. This is why you should go and watch Kaya Sisters all the episodes.
Eh.
Yeah, watch it again.
Wait, Kaya as the meeting of the episode.
Both of them.
Eh.
How will you know?
we
it?
really
How
go
will
have
you
a
know
show
it?
in that
Those
thing,
questions
but
were answered.
I'll come back.
We don't see. It will even be wrong to relate with brothers in your life with the expectation that one of them is your husband.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because you will this one one? Could it be this one? This one, oh,
That's
could be
called
this
finding.
but
And it's not the
you know
sister
that
that
this one-
finds,
We-
it's the
we-
brother that finds. When a sister begins to ask,
God
is it this
bless
one? Is it
you.
this one? That's the activity of a
Yeah.
finder.
Becoming distracted.
You are supposed to
And
just
it's supposed
see,
to be
just
one-
like
yeah.
Rebecca and Isaac.
If you run that Isaac and Rebecca parody, this
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the style. I'm talking about you just see the person. The
Yeah.
Lord brings the person to
Yeah.
you. Do you get? So it's not the girl
agree, actually.
that
I
finds.
think this particular topic has a dicey flip to it. I think we should not really talk about it.
So it was-
Sometimes ladies to also have to go extra mile to pray.
Yeah.
to-
No,
Eh,
you
but
pray,
that's
of
not-
course.
that's
What
not
you
finding.
saying?
That's
yeah,
not finding.
Of course, you pray.
You're
yeah.
not- you're
They
finding
asked
in that
Rebecca
sense.
that, do you want to go? And she said, I will go. Do you understand? I will go. But they had already, the finding started with Abraham sending
Yes.
Eliezer.
Babes
Yes.
don't find these days.
Yes.
This is not-
So,
that's-
but
that's
it's
wrong.
not-
Jesus
it's a-
has to come
that's what we're saying. That it's a wrong mindset.
It's a wrong
to
mindset,
have. As
yeah.
a woman, you have a lot of brothers in your life. You're checking.
Yeah,
It's not-
which
don't
one
check,
can
don't
be.
worry.
No,
I'm not doing
let the man
elimination
find
method.
you.
He'll
And
find
when
you.
he comes,
You
when
will
he
know.
comes, you pray. There's an agreement, and you see that okay, this works. It is the Lord will reveal to you. So that one is already off. That was how I was saying these things have been answered. But I've been so blessed by these conversations.
Same here.
I wish we could continue. Like
Sorry,
nobody
can
wants
I
to go.
quickly say something before we end
Yes,
this?
please, Moni.
So another thing for us to be safe is that we should be able to when people come around us, we should be able to maybe sense what kind of friendship or relationship, because sometimes you can say, I just want to be uptight because I don't want anybody to break my heart and all of that, and then you're losing. Yoruba used to say something, when you close your eyes, Holy Spirit.
That's on you, man.
No, money Yoruba. That's why I'm money Yoruba. But I know that it says that
You want to
cannot always
way that you
close.
don't know.
It's not coming now. It's not coming now because I'm on set. Well, you cannot always
To
close
lose
your
some
eyes.
friendships, great
No,
friendships.
if you close your
Close
eyes
your eyes.
because of bad people, you
Mhm.
also
Miss
the
out
good
on
ones.
good ones.
I think I'm correct, right?
Okay.
So that kind of thing. So
But
we should be
we
able
know
to.
the Bible.
I just said like
I'm
I'm
just-
just
I'm
bringing
just- I'm
it.
just-
That one thing we should also. That's why maturity is very important. We need to
I
know.
agree.
It will help us to be able to know that when you see a brother, okay, it might just be this is where he belongs.
Yeah.
Just like you said, we should be able to put them where they belong and define it. Everything needs to be defined
Every
so that
relationship.
anything cannot just have access to you. You're not just a broken wall where everything will come mess you up, and then you will never when you keep having heartbreak.
Yeah.
You cannot grow. You will always have emotion. The Holy Spirit, you cannot
Emotional
even be
baggage.
sensitive to the
Yes.
things that you should
Omo,
be
In
love,
sensitive.
fact,
love,
that's
love,
why
love,
the
not
Lord
choice.
does not want us to have a
Heartbreak in the first
Though
place.
you cannot be, you are a sister. You are supposed to be spiritual. You can't be putting yourself in situations where you be having heartbreak.
Yeah.
That's
Not
why
be
we have to
writing
be
epistle.
wise.
Yeah.
So that you don't go and be writing journal and everything.
Yes.
You
That's that
have to be
journaling.
wise for
Now
people.
start
And that's
putting
why this
status.
conversation is happening. That's why you should not miss the next episode
Yeah.
of this Single Summit IGlive. More will be discussed.
Yeah.
I'm sure I think we're going to be having pastors, people that high in authority, that have more wisdom and all of that around these conversations, come and also help us shed more light
Yeah.
on how we should handle some of these things. We have been so blessed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Derek. It was
you so much.
it was such an awesome time. Thank you
you so
for being
much.
on set today.
Thank you.
Fine
you
boy
for
pastor.
Thank you for Owe. As in, I
Yes.
loved everything about your vibe and all of that. Derek shocked me. I love everything that came from you.
Stories
you.
The
and all
examples
that.
and all
There are
of
many
that.
more from where that came from,
Wow.
but keep it for.
So thank you so much, Moni.
Yeah, thank you too.
It was a good first IGlive, right?
Yeah,
You
I
enjoyed
think
yourself. All right. So our audience, thank you so much for commenting. Trust me, we're seeing your comments, and
Yeah.
thank you for joining us. Thank you for participating. Thank you for spending your data to be here with us today. I'm sure you've been very blessed. See you again in the next episode of Single Summit Inheriting God Life. Bye.
Bye, everyone.